Hey guys. So, welcome to our first episode.
Yay!
I'm Sumedha.
I'm Cindy.
I'm Karuna.
And we're Minor Talk.
Alright.
Okay, so we want to start off with a few updates and stuff before we get into the actual episode. So, our podcast is still in the process of being distributed to other platforms, but it has already been distributed to Google Podcasts, Spotify, Breaker, Pocket Casts, Radio Public, and it's still in the process of being submitted and applied to more. So that did not make sense, but yeah, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, and in the trailer, I also realized what I said about Taiwan was extremely problematic and ignorant, as I glorified living in the US and having that privilege, so I apologize for my immature actions. I guess I often forget the privileges I'm given in this life, and I'll try and continue to remember and be thankful for them to mature and become a better person. What I said was not supposed to intentionally hurt others, but I realized it was still rude and hurtful, so there really isn't a good excuse for what I said. So I'm sorry, and I'll be less impulsive. I'm sorry if I make any more mistakes, but I'll acknowledge and learn from them as well. Taiwan is also a great country and is in fact not at all dirty. When I was able to visit and have the privilege to go to the country, the place was clean and everywhere I went was memorably exquisite. It is such a nice place to go when you can. And so thank you for listening to my apology. I also wanted to apologize for romanticizing my health problems as well. I guess I just wanted to seem relatable, but it didn't come off as that. So that really isn't a good excuse at all either, but I'm really sorry for what I said. Thank you for listening to my apology.
Okay, so
in this episode, we'll be talking about friendships. We'll go further on to first impressions and other stuff, like how to make friends, how to see if your friends are not really great and you need to pass up on them.
Yeah, so as the title of this episode, we will be giving our Encyclopedia of Friendships.
Yeah.
Yay. Okay, so let's start talking.
So,
okay.
How did we meet each other? This is interesting.
Let's go Sumedha, Cindy first. How do you two meet each other?
Okay, so yeah, because we met each other first. So me and Cindy have gone to the same school since we were in kindergarten. Our school is a kindergarten through 12th grade school, so it has all the grades in it. So me and Cindy have gone to the same school since kindergarten.
Yeah, but we only started talking and really becoming friends till 4th grade.
Yeah, it's crazy because we had so many classes, well not so many, but we had first and second grade class together.
Yeah.
But we never talked.
Yeah,
but for some reason in 4th grade, I got separated from all my friends in 4th grade, so I had to start finding new friends in my class. And I was like, okay, I guess I'll talk to Cindy. She seems really lonely. I guess I'll go talk to her.
I don't think I welcomed Sumedha at first, did I? I was pretty distant, right?
Okay, well, I feel like we really bonded over Harry Potter.
Oh yeah, our huge phase.
Harry Potter was a big thing in 4th grade.
Our teacher was obsessed with it too, so everyone got hooked onto it. I started reading Harry Potter in 4th grade, so that's how me and Cindy really became friends. I remember I would always want to hang out with Cindy, but Cindy would want to hang out with other people. So she would one time she was like, hey, do you want to go hang out with them? And I was like, okay, I guess. And so now it's all good because now we're all one big friend group and yeah. And I guess this is where Karuna comes in.
Yeah, so fast forward, 2 years? Yeah,
2 years.
So I came into the school in 6th grade, and I moved a lot of schools. So I have more experience with making new friends. They stayed in the same school district. I've gone to quite a couple schools. But I came in 6th grade, and I came with some of my best friends, so it was kind of easy for me.
Me and Karuna had... What? Why are you guys laughing?
I was waiting for you to go, okay, so PE together, and then you just didn't say anything.
Because I was like, am I messing up? Like, why are you guys laughing?
Okay,
so,
I did this entire
anyways.
part out.
okay, yeah. So me and Karuna ended up having PE together with a few of my other friends, and I'm not really one to like start conversations or like, you know, try to become friends with people. But for some reason, I was like, okay, let me talk to her. She seems really nice. So I started talking to Karuna, and at first you were hesitant.
Yeah, I was really shy. I hadn't made new friends in quite a couple of years because the last time I moved schools was second grade. And I was finally having to make new friends, and I wasn't really sure if they were nice or not. So I tried staying a little more distant from them just in case they weren't as nice. Like toxic friends. But they're sweet.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, so me and Karuna started talking a lot, and then for some reason in lunch, like we never sat together in lunch. She would always sit by herself during lunch and
They sat at the very edge, like the end of the lunchroom, and I sat at the complete other end because I was really shy and didn't really want to join right then, their friend group. So I sat at the very end, just eating my lunch alone.
She just sat.
Because it felt nicer to me to eat it alone. I felt more safe eating alone, so that's kind of depressing. My 6th grade.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's that. And then I think I invited Karuna to her first sleepover for a friend.
Yeah, it was my first sleepover at this school.
I think that's when we like really started becoming friends, and we were like, oh, okay, like she's cool.
Yeah.
And then, well, I hope at
And
least.
at the sleepover is how I got closer to Cindy. We
Oh
did.
my god. A lot of stuff
And
just
all of the other
happened.
friends. That's like really when the rest of our friend group started accepting
Yeah,
her.
and I felt a lot safer with them. Like they were good friends.
Yeah. And then by the time in 8th grade, she was like completely part of our friend group.
Yeah. You know, I guess it's not easy for people to join us. So like Karuna
There's
is
like a whole process.
yeah, we're like
Karuna made it.
I remember the sleepover, me and Cindy were having to do stuff together, so that's really how we got to know each other better. We did face masks, and she told me how to apply it. It was my first face mask ever, and she showed me how to apply and everything, so I thought she was really sweet. But then, as soon as the sleepover was about to end, I brought up having a pillow fight, because that's what they do in the movies. And I hit Cindy a bit too hard, and she got really mad at me, so she called her mom, and she left.
And she left early.
I felt so
I
bad.
was so sad after that.
bro,
Karuna was like,
I felt so bad.
Karuna was so sad. She like kept saying sorry to me because it was like my sleepover, my party, right? She's like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, no, it's not your fault.
bro, okay, like it wasn't anyone's fault. I was just super sensitive in 6th grade. Like there was a huge phase for me. And it was like right before I was entering like puberty, I guess. And I guess I was just like super moody. But yeah, I'm sorry. I was super dramatic.
Okay, so now that we talked about how we met, should we talk about like our first impressions of each other?
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you
kind of already talked about it. Okay, so I guess we'll go in the same order. So I'll talk about we'll talk about Cindy and stuff first. Okay, so I thought Cindy was like really shy, like so shy. Like I feel like she has like a wall of trust, and you have to like really dig to get to the other side of the wall.
Wow. Really describe that.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
So, I mean, I was like lucky, and I got on the other side of the wall before the end of 4th grade. So, I mean, you know.
Bro, I'm so dramatic. You're gonna see, like, after you get through that wall, you'll just see how dramatic and sensitive I am. And, I mean, that's how I trust people, I guess. I think that's for all of us, though. Because none of us like to...
Karuna, do you want to talk about your first
Wait,
impressions
I
of
want to know
Cindy?
what Cindy thought of Sumedha first.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no.
So, as you know, I didn't really talk to Sumedha. when I did in 4th grade. But I guess my first impression of Sumedha, I didn't really think too much about it. I guess she was pretty cool. I mean, she's always really, seems cool, I guess. Like, quiet,
It has
but
to be
cool.
more.
More? I actually don't remember. But I guess...
Didn't you tell me that you thought I was, like, really... Didn't you think I was, like, an extrovert at first or something?
Did I? I don't know.
I feel like you told me that...
I don't remember.
I thought you told me you thought I was, like, really outgoing or something, which I am not. I'm not an extrovert. I'm not outgoing.
I feel like because you made the first move, I saw you as more of an extrovert.
Ooh.
But yeah, you were nice.
That took guts. I mean, but like I feel like because I knew you were also an introvert, it was like really easy for me because I was like, oh, you know, we'll bond.
Yeah, but Sumedha was really cool and nice.
We had some real glow-ups though.
Yeah.
We were so bad at 4th grade.
Yeah, I like the pictures.
She should post that one.
I never showed you pictures
Yeah,
of
the
4th
one when you guys were
grade.
sitting on the curb. There was a picture where you guys were sitting in the curb and Chloe was in it too.
That wasn't in 4th grade. That was like in 7th grade or something.
You guys never had a glow up in that case.
You should post the one from 6th grade. That is too much, that one.
Okay, yeah, so now let's move on to
Alright,
Karuna.
Sumedha, what do you think of me?
I honestly thought pretty much the same thing as you, like with Cindy. Like, I also thought you were an introvert, but you were definitely not as much as an introvert as
Not as much. I am not an introvert. I'm sorry.
no, you were just shy.
I was shy with them, but after they got to know me, I became a crackhead. So.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's what we all are. My first impression of Karuna...
It's
I'm
okay.
sorry. I thought you were snobby and that you were better than all of us. Because I guess she has like this aura that seems like very elegant and cold. And so like whenever, like, I guess one time I looked at her when I was sitting at lunch, and she just like walked past coolly. And I was like, oh, I didn't know that she was one of those people. But I got that impression. And then when I got to know you, you're like super cool and super nice and fun to be around.
Thank you, Cindy.
Mm-hmm.
So my first impression of Sumedha, it was kind of eh.
I know it was bad.
I thought she was really sweet and she was a really nice person. But there was just one day, because we had PE together, there was one day we were in the locker room and she accidentally took my shoes. Sumedha, do you remember? No,
on purpose.
No.
I took her shoes on.
She accidentally put it in her bag, and they were some ugly shoes. So I guess she took them because hers were also ugly. She must have gotten confused.
Yeah, all of the school shoes
No, that was my
uniform in
PE
our school,
shoes.
so they all look the same. Oh. How would I put
I don't know.
how would I mix it up then?
I think it was you. Because it was definitely you. And you
I
remember?
don't remember this.
Oh.
I
Well,
don't.
anyway, she took my shoes, and I was kind of mad at her, so I thought she wasn't as nice. I thought she was kind of dumb too. Like, you can't mix up shoes.
I am. It's okay. I was probably like in a rush because in 6th grade we were like, oh my god, you have to get out of locker rooms or else gonna get in trouble. So it's probably like rushing. Just,
My
like, clean up.
first impression of Cindy, I thought she was very elegant and put together. Because in 6th grade, when she was still going through puberty, when she started, she had a very angelic voice. It was very soft. So I thought she was just a really elegant, sensitive person, and I didn't really want to mess with her because I didn't think she'd like me because I'm definitely not like that. So I thought she wouldn't like me, so I tried staying away from her, and I didn't really want to be friends with her.
Aww.
I thought you were very elegant and angelic too. I guess.
Well, it doesn't matter because now we're all
Cindy's
best
voice was
friends.
really,
Yeah.
hey guys, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, her voice has also had a glow up.
I had to go down. I miss your voice.
Oh my god, okay. What's the next topic?
Okay, so now we're going to talk about how it was challenging to make friends and tips on making friends. Obviously, we're not good at making friends because I ended up with these two, but
We ended up with you.
I'm kidding. But we're just gonna give you guys as
So
many tips as we
if you
can.
go to school
which is
like
rare.
Cindy and Sumedha, where you have the same people and you need to make friends with like the same people who you'll see until you're a senior, then they'll be good in that. But if you're going to a new school and everything, I'm definitely better at that because they've never gone to a new school, so they don't know what it's like to make new friends.
Yeah.
I'm better.
I mean, I guess I did have to make new friends, like when I met Cindy and stuff in 4th grade, but
Yeah.
I don't know what got over me, because, like, knowing myself, I would never have gone up to someone and be like, hey, you want to be friends, you know?
It was fate.
It was fate.
Yeah, it was fate. Fate just pushed you.
So, Karuna, do you want to lead this topic?
Alright.
Go ahead and give your advice.
I think when you're making friends, the first thing you want to do is never show you're snobbish or anything. Just be yourself, but don't be really mean or aggressive, because then people get a bad impression of you. You can show your true colors later, of course, but you want to stay really nice, and you really want to show more of your personality. I guess.
Because if you think about it, like, people that you choose are, like, literally gonna be your best friends until, if you're in high school, until you graduate.
Usually when
You know? So you have to be really wise.
So, whenever I would move schools, it would usually be in primary, and we had seating charts, so we had to sit next to certain people, and everyone who I sat at the table with, I tried to get them know them better and like know how they are and everything, and those people were the same people who ended up being my best friends all through primary. So I guess really try making the first move, and if you're too shy to do that, try getting to be around people more, and then they'll start accepting you and you'll start accepting them, and you guys can become friends.
Yeah.
If you just, like, literally almost, like, stand or sit next to someone, you don't even have to talk to them. They'll get the point, like, oh, you want to become friends with us. And then if they're nice people, they'll be like, hey, guy, like, you know, they'll start talking to you.
Yeah.
But if not, then they're mean.
I
I'm
guess
kidding, they're not always
also
mean.
find
but-
like a point of interest, and you guys can bond over that. Because I feel like that's how I made a lot of friends.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
main
bonding over
personality
one
trait was
topic.
cookies. So because I loved cookies, all types.
Oh my god.
Chocolate chip, sugar. Oh, I loved all the cookies. And I remember
Chocolate chip
talking
was your
to the
favorite.
girls in PE about it. So we bonded over cookies.
And then Karuna gave me a bunch of piggyback rides after that. We tried to do, like, volleyball piggyback rides, so, like, I would be on Karuna's back, and two of my other friends would also do, like, piggyback rides. We would try to play volleyball while on piggyback rides. You remember that, Karuna? That was terrible. Pretty sure Karuna got hit in the head, like,
Probably more.
10 times. Now, let's talk about trust issues and passive aggressiveness.
Okay. I guess everyone will have to like go through this, especially in like middle school and high school. I guess people just like start changing because of the people around them. I guess. Yeah. So trust issues.
So, I feel like it's really hard to know when someone's lying or just being nice, which goes into passive aggressiveness.
Sometimes it's kind of hard to see that in a friend who you've been knowing for years. And sometimes it's hard to accept that they're not the nice person you think they are. Sometimes they're very toxic or manipulative. I can't pronounce the word, I'm sorry. English was my first language.
No, that was good. Bilingual. But yeah, I feel like, I guess for me, I definitely, struggled with a few trust issues, because I feel like once, like, a friend does something to you, you know, it's not always intentional, but, like, you just feel backstabbed. You're like,
you just block them again, like she builds that wall again.
Yeah. I guess it's like, it's just hard to go back to normal if, like, oh, and I'm also gonna be super passive aggressive about
we
that
all
stuff.
are.
Yeah, we all are. Because, like, I guess we're scared to, like, confront people, because we're scared that they'll just hate us.
Yeah. Like, if Cindy comes out wearing something hideous, which she never does because she has really good style.
Oh.
But if she does...
Oh my god, no.
But if she does, I would probably be like, oh my god, you look so good. But, you know, that shouldn't be the case. I should be like, oh my god, no, go change, you know?
Yeah, trust issues. I guess passive aggressiveness, like, once you realize that they are being passive aggressive, you'll just build trust issues, I guess. No.
But, like, I feel like we haven't really gone through that, even though we're all passive aggressive.
Yeah.
We just, like...
I'm sorry.
I don't know what it is.
In fifth grade, I had 3 best friends. One of them was really nice to me and everything. We were closest. Then I had 2 others who really did not like each other, and they would always be very toxic to each other. It would be one week they act as if they were cousins, and they tell everyone, yeah, we're cousins. We're related on our dad's side. And then the next week they'll just be yelling at each other, and like they'll be telling us, okay, you have to pick which one you want to be friends with now. It was really awful. So sometimes you sort of need to drop friends because they're not the best for you.
Yeah, for sure. And that leads on to toxic friends because it's terrible.
Yeah, it's hard to let go of them once you like feel attached. Because like I guess you start remembering the good times a little too good, and you're like, what do I do?
You're like, especially if you're that type of person who does like second chances, you're like, oh, you know, like whatever, it's just one mistake, everyone has a mistake. But like if they keep doing the same mistake and they don't stop, that's when you should draw a line. But like those people who are like, no, they deserve another chance, well, there has to be a stop to that, you know?
And like definitely bring it up to your like other friends, see if they experience the same things or if it's just one-on-one. And if it is one-on-one, try to figure it out, and you should definitely confront it. Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's really hard. Like, we should talk about maybe, like, how to unfriend, because it's hard.
It is hard. I haven't really dealt with that yet. But, like...
I think most of us, we really haven't had any super bad toxic friends.
So the friends in 5th grade, the way I dropped them, I didn't really know how to do it because one of them, I had her in my class, and then the other one, she was in a different class. So it was easier to let go of the one in the other class because I didn't see her as much. And one day, me and my friend came up to them and we said, we don't like what you're doing and stuff like that. We told them that it's kind of mean how they're making us choose one week and then the next week they'll act all as friends. So we flat out just told them we don't want to be friends with you anymore. And it's 5th grade, it worked. I didn't really have any problems with friends afterwards. So, I mean, it was 5th grade, so
yeah,
it was a lot easier.
I know, but like it doesn't matter. A toxic friend is a toxic friend. And I think it's really important to highlight the difference between a toxic friend and a bully.
Yeah. I mean, I guess both are manipulative in a sense. And they'll lie to you. Like, especially clingy, like, codependent toxic friends, they're really hard to let go of because I feel like you just baby them throughout the whole friendship. You feel bad just letting them go. Especially... I feel like a toxic friend, they're pretty nice to you at times, but then suddenly they lash out. With a bully, it's just like, they hate you, you know? Yeah, I guess that's how they try to keep you. They just use
totally wrong.
Yeah, they just use like words of compassion to keep you, and they'll go back to like being mean again and all.
Yeah. And it is really hard to unfriend a toxic friend. But I think ignoring it is the easiest way to go. Just trying to ignore them and just stop being a part of their life and having them stop being part of yours. Even though it sounds easier than it really is.
Sometimes you can't really let go of them. So I'd say the best thing to do is find someone new, someone that you trust and someone you can be yourself around. And then after you know you have someone to comfort you, drop the friend. If they're not good to you, then drop the bad one and stay with the good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though it's a lot easier it's a lot harder than it sounds, sorry. Because dropping a friend isn't.
Yeah.
It's really hard.
I remember someone told me they had a toxic friend, and he would like threaten to like harm himself if they left him. But like thankfully that person was like, I guess, wise enough and like knew better to like just cut him off. But like that's definitely a red flag.
Yeah, for sure.
And they like become obsessive, you know, and threaten that sort of stuff. But yeah.
Okay, so now let's talk about how I pranked Cindy.
Oh my god.
This is really dumb,
This is
actually.
just like a side thing to like lighten the mood.
But yeah, it's just, we've talked about serious stuff for the past 2 seconds. So let's talk about something funny.
Okay, so at like 8 or 9 p.m. the other day, I received a text from a random number that was like, should I read it up? I'm gonna pull it up.
Okay, yeah, pull it up. Just read it exactly.
You pull it up. I think I blocked you with this number. Okay, so I got, hey girl, are you ready yet? The club is calling our name. And so are the boys with like the hot emoji. I'll call you once I reach your place. I'm about to leave the driveway. Hey, I'm here. Where are you? Come see what I'm wearing. I'll give you a hint. Hello, why aren't you responding? And then I got like a whole picture of a dress and I guess the dress is really the pinpoint.
Yeah. So right after Cindy sent like the first picture, like she screenshotted and sent the picture on the group chat, it was like, I'll be there soon or something. That's when she sent it. And then I FaceTimed her right after that. And we were all like, laughing and we were like, it was so funny at first.
I thought it was a trafficker.
Cindy gets a lot of junk, texts and stuff, like scams or like whatever. So it wasn't that big of a deal that she got another one. But it also was a big deal. So,
because this one was just so different.
Yeah. And so you went to go talk to your sister about it too, right?
Yeah, and my sister was like, oh my god, that's so funny. But then she like texted her friend about it, and her friend warned her, oh my god, do not text back. It might be a sex trafficker. And then I got super scared. Like, oh shoot, what do I do? And then I guess Sumedha just came clean after that.
Yeah, so after she went to talk to her sister, and I think she just blocked the number, I started laughing so much. I was like, it's me. And then at first Cindy didn't believe me. She was like, there's no way. And then I took screenshots of me sending it, and she was like, oh my god, I hate you.
Yeah.
And the reason I had a different number is because I downloaded this app because it costs money, or I have a limited amount of SMS text through my phone. I can only do 60 texts, and I had to text someone who didn't have an Apple phone, which means it was SMS. So I had to download this app for free, so it was a different number. So I was like, oh my god, this is the perfect opportunity to prank someone. So I decided on Cindy, because Karuna wouldn't.
No, I would have known as one of them.
Yeah, she would have known. Cindy would have been like the one who had the best reaction.
The most gullible one. Oh my god.
That's what I said when we FaceTimed. I was like, she's the most gullible.
But yeah. Sumedha.
Yeah, that's it. Really not that funny, but
How to drop toxic friends. Kidding.
But I want to put it out there that if you do get any texts like this, it's not always a friend, so be careful.
Yeah, it's not always a friend. Just block them.
I have a cough.
Yeah, don't text them.
I have a cough.
You have a cough?
What?
Yeah, you can cough.
Yeah, don't cut it out.
Oh my god, remember in 7th grade where I had this whole, for 1 year, I guess, that was the year I didn't have my flu shot. My mom decided, you're not going to have your flu shot this year because she wanted to test something out. Yeah, she used me. You didn't use my sister, but she used me.
It's okay, everyone is the youngest.
Hey guys, it's us. So we're going to talk about our sponsor for this episode, and so if you ever heard of Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast.
Anchor is a free site you can use to make your podcast or listen to podcasts.
Yeah, it's completely free, which is amazing.
Yay! There's also creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from any device, such as your phone or computer.
And Anchor will distribute your podcast for you, so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more platforms.
It's free and you can make money off of it, which means you're making money without any cost. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place.
So make sure you download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Again, that's anchor.fm.
Yay! Anchor. Okay.
Shall we talk about quarantine friendships?
Quarantine and friendships. Okay, you either drift or you bond.
Yeah, for real. I think we bonded.
Yeah.
We definitely bonded.
Yeah, we bonded to the point where half of our conversations
podcast.
are talking about poop.
Yeah, we talk about different types of poop.
Before we started this, we had a whole conversation about poop.
Should we keep that?
I mean, I'm okay with it.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, at first it was really hard. I feel like at first we didn't talk actually we did. Remember we FaceTime every day?
Yeah.
But we still do. But I don't know, for us, we still wanted to talk. I know that a lot of our other friends don't FaceTime, which is kind of weird. I'm like, you can FaceTime people. But I don't know why. It was just we only FaceTimed each other because we weren't this close before quarantine started. We weren't we never, this trio would not have happened before quarantine.
I had a quadruple thingy. What is it? There's a trio for 3 people. What's it for 4 people?
Quadro.
Sumedha, you suck.
I thought it so loud. I was like, quadro?
We have a really big friend group. Everyone has their own tiny little friend groups inside of our friend group. And mine had 4 people. We have 15-ish people in our friend group. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. We have that many friends, but we're all just introverts
That
too.
many. That's
No, it was at our lunch table. There were 15 people.
So, I don't know why we started FaceTiming each other. I don't know what happened.
So our entire friend group has a big group chat, and I think it was Sumedha or someone who FaceTimed it's probably Sumedha.
Probably me, yeah.
But they FaceTimed the entire group chat, and me, Cindy, and Sumedha, and this one other girl, we were usually the only ones who would pick up. So we created a different group chat because we were probably annoying the rest of them. So we created another group chat, and then we created a different name. Should we say it?
Costco's.
Yeah, Costco's, because
we all shop at Costco, but we're all hoes. So we took out the O at the end and put ho. So it's Costco's. I know that's probably ruining it for those who actually got it, but it was supposed to be a joke.
Yeah, and we wanted to name the podcast that too, but we were like, what if we like put this on our college applications or
We could,
something?
if like, we could put it as a job if we ever make money out of it. So later we decided to go with minor talk because we're minors talking. I know, I'm so creative.
Yeah. Wow.
And I guess this is also minor talking.
Why did we just go back to how we met again? This is like basically how we met.
This is basically how we met.
But back to quarantine friendships.
But yeah, I definitely bonded with you guys. But I felt like I drifted with like a lot of other people I was really close to before. And I was pretty sad over that. You know? Like, I
don't know what happened. We just like kind of lost in touch with the rest of our friend group. Our group chat, the big one, is like so dry. Like,
it is so dry.
Sure, like everyone now has their own group chats. Like what we did, we're pretty sure everyone else has like their own thing.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm really sad about like, I guess not talking to the friends I was pretty close with before. Because during the school year, I would like constantly talk to them and be with them. And like, I even bought them stuff during quarantine, like drove all the way to their house. And they texted me for a while.
She got me boba for my birthday. She dropped it off at my house.
So if it ever makes anyone feel better about how much people don't think of them, I will tell you, I looked up the group chat, and every single person who was having their birthday had at least one person tell them happy birthday right when the clock struck 12. And on my birthday, Cindy was 30 minutes late. Cindy was the first person, and she was 30 minutes late at,
I wish I could, but my mom takes my phone up at, not midnight, but like at 11ish because she doesn't trust me with my phone during the night, so she takes my phone.
Yeah,
so I couldn't have texted
at 12:30, I finally got my first happy birthday text, and I was kind of happy. But I had spent the 12 o'clock with my family, so they were looking at my phone like, why aren't you getting anything? Even your brother gets stuff. So that was kind of embarrassing. You know who did tell me happy birthday though? My mom's Facebook friends. All the aunties. Oh yes.
Oh
my god, I'm so sorry.
Me too.
I guess. Okay, look. I didn't forget your birthday. Just to make that clear.
Okay, yeah.
But
whenever I woke up the next morning, I like texted her.
I was waiting for 12 o'clock to come, and somehow I just missed it. I'm so sorry. That's not even a good excuse.
But because I had an actual quarantine birthday, and I wasn't, because this was supposed to be the first year I had an actual birthday party with all my friends, because we finally moved into a bigger house. It would hold all 15.
I've never had all 15.
I'm sorry, no one sent me an email. But yeah, and I was really excited because I finally had a big enough home to hold all 15 people and have my big birthday party with everyone. But I ended up not having it because of quarantine and everything. So one of my best friends, she came over and dropped off her present, and I'm still really thankful for her because she really lightened my mood a lot. I was just sitting in the study with my dad talking about like what I wanted for my birthday, and I saw her coming down my pathway, and she just dropped off her present at the wall, and I ran out trying to say hi to her, and she was like, no, we can't hug, and I was kind of sad about that.
Oh.
Air hug.
Yeah. But a few weeks ago, it's been a few weeks already, all three of us and another one of our best friends had a little... Yeah, we had a little quarantine picnic, and we all sat 6 feet apart. We brought our own blankets for the most part, and sat on the floor, and we're just talking. And we thought it would be super fun if we like have one again soon. Me and Cindy were talking about this. I didn't tell Karuna yet, but we were like, what if we like vlog this and post it on our YouTube channel? Like, would you guys like that?
What do you mean? Would you guys like that? Right now, all of our listeners or our friends, we don't have any listeners we don't know yet.
I know. I really hope that this podcast.
That's just a Snapchat story on YouTube.
Takes off. For real.
But so Cindy's mom didn't let her leave. So Cindy was in her backyard with her fence, and she was sitting on the other side of her yard. having her picnic while me and the other two girls were on the same side. I'm not sure if I'm making sense.
Yeah, so Cindy's backyard, it's like you can see through it. It looks like a jail cell, not gonna lie. And on the other side, it's like this really big open,
it's like a field.
patchy grass area.
There.
So all three of us, yeah, so Karuna, me, and the other best friend, we were all sitting on the other side of her backyard while Cindy was in her backyard. So it seemed like we were like visiting her
like we
jail
were
or something.
My mom didn't want me to go because she was like, "You all look like an orphan." And she was right, though. She was right. We stayed 6 feet apart, so that's okay.
One of the pictures that we posted on our Instagram is a picture that we took at the picnic. So you should go check out our Instagram, guys.
Actually, no, a lot of the pictures. So we take the best pictures there.
Yeah, that's like, well, me and Karuna are the only ones who actually took pictures.
Cindy had to social distance.
Take pictures.
Well, yeah, she did.
No, but she didn't want to take pictures.
Yeah.
No, remember when we went on the hike?
Oh yeah, I didn't really want to take pictures.
You know, the picture when like you said your phone.
Oh yeah, when both of us were here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that pretty much covers everything we had to talk about for today.
Oh yeah. Thank you for listening.
So make sure you guys follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We'll have the @ down below in the summary, and we also have a
thank you
YouTube
so
account.
much for listening to the end. I know it can be kind of boring sometimes, so we really hope you were sort of entertained by the 40 minutes we spent. I'm really sorry.
I think this episode was kind of a better balance because we had a little bit more serious talks as well as like, funny stuff. I hope. I think that's it for...
always feel free to DM us for suggestions too, because we really like to know what you guys want to hear.
Need help with like toxic friends or how to make friends or anything, we're always here. You can DM us and we'll definitely help.
Yeah, and we're definitely learning too, so if you are offended by our answer or, it just seems wrong, then sorry.
Yeah, we're still trying.
Yeah, we're trying. But with that said, I think that's it.
Yeah, cue the outro music.
Bye, thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.